Welcome back to Big Boss Football. So let's discuss Real Madrid's transfer news so far as we approach July. So look, let's get into it, guys. Real Madrid are not done in the transfer window. Florentino Perez prepares more signings and also more exits as Dani Ceballos is leaving. He won't be the only one. New midfielder is a priority for Jose Mourinho. No club-to-club talks for Enzo Fernandez, but he is in the four-man shortlist considered by Real Madrid before making a decision. So far, Madrid have got Marco Correa from Spain, Denzel Dumfries from Netherlands, from France, Ibrahima Konate, from Portugal, Bernardo Silva, and Lise Bastoni slash Slotterbeck, and yeah, maybe a Stiller and Enzo Fernandez are coming next. But to be honest, I don't know why no one is saying about this. Madrid also need a backup goalkeeper. Because Lunin is not that good. Like, Lunin is not a good goalkeeper. He's good with his hands, but what kind of goalkeeper is like so terrible in set pieces where almost every set piece, once the ball comes in, like it's basically a goal because the goalkeeper is scared of the ball. I mean, did you see the goal he conceded against Bayern in the second leg? Nah, that's not us. I'm telling you now, if we have Courtois and Chouameni for that Bayern game, we knock out Bayern. 100% we knock out Bayern. The midfield was wide open because there was no Chouameni there. Chouameni is our defensive rock. That's why I can't understand people are saying, oh, we need to sell Chouameni, blah, 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 blah. No, Chouameni stays no matter what. Chouameni stays no matter what. I don't know why you'd sell. Chouameni is probably the best defensive midfielder in the world right now, currently. So no, so it would be crazy to sell him. Not technically like on the ball and stuff, but I mean like in terms of defending, pure defending, he's probably the best defensive mid in the world currently. Of course, you have Caicedo and all of those players, but still, for me, no, I'm sorry, guys. For me, I'm sorry. But yeah, look, guys, come on. Has Marco Correa been a good signing? Yes. Is he gonna bench Cook? Is he gonna bench Carreras though? To be honest, because that's for me it's not a full gone conclusion that Carreras is gonna sit on the bench every game. Definitely not for me, man. For me, I think Correa will play some games, and then Alvaro Carreras will play some games. I don't think we'll see a situation where it's gonna be like last season, where it was Fran Garcia was barely playing any games, and then Alvaro Carreras was playing like 90% of the games, 95% of the games. I don't think we'll have a scenario like that because Correa is very good, but he's not way better than Carreras, man. Come on. When Carreras is playing at his game, at his best, the guy is very good. So he's not way less of a player than Cucurella. Cucurella is an amazing player, like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 on his day is incredible. Very good defensively, very good offensively, very good player. Fights hard on the pitch and everything. Cucurella is a gem of a footballer. But Alvaro Carreras is also a good player. Of course, he did have his mishaps last season, and I hope he can improve. But he's a young player. People forget he's a young player. So I don't know why, based on 3 or 4 games where Alvaro Carreras didn't perform, now people are saying he's proper useless, finished, washed. Nah, I don't get that, to be honest. The guy is a very good player. He should not leave, by the way. Carreras should not leave. The ones that should leave, of course, Mendy can't leave because he's injured. But honestly, Mendy should just retire from Real Madrid. Like seriously, like why is he holding the club captive? Just retire, man. Retire from football. Enough now. How many times are you gonna come back from injury, then go back out? Come back from injury and then go back out. Come back from injury and then go back out. Just retire, dude. Just retire. So yeah, look, and then Fran Garcia needs to be sold to like a Sevilla, Valencia, Betis, Real Sociedad, Brighton, one of those teams, Tottenham, one of those teams, for sure, for sure. He has to go to one of those teams, and then your 2 left backs have to be Alvaro Carreras and Marco Correa. In terms of right back, we know already Trent and Dumfries. With Trent and Dumfries, who's going to be the starting right back? I'm curious to see who's going to be the starting right back for Mourinho, for Uncle Mo. But I think they're just gonna rotate. Like when it's a top team, I think um, Dumfries is gonna play because Trent is a liability when it comes to defensively. But is he a he's a liability, but it's not like whoa, Trent's like a useless defender. He can defend. It's just that he's not obviously the best in defending. But yeah, he can. I mean, we saw him in the Man City games and the Bayern game last season. Was he that bad? He was not that bad for me. No chance. The guy was actually very good. Trent is a very good player. He's my favorite right back and one of my top three or top two favorite players in Real Madrid. I love Trent Alexander-Arnold. Like the guy is like a gem of a footballer. I heard him and his partner split during the course of last season. That's actually very sad because I hate to see relationships come to an end. So yeah, I hope Trent can get himself a nice, beautiful team during the summer. I don't know. By the way, where is Trent right now? I'm not seeing any interviews, any pictures, nothing. The guy doesn't post. He's just quiet. No stories, nothing. Yeah, I wonder where that guy is, man. But yeah, I hope he can get himself a nice, beautiful girlfriend, and then yeah, because girlfriends and wives they bring peace, guys. People say, "Oh, too much stress when you have a woman." That's not true. They actually bring peace and calm to the storm. So if you have a good one, that's if you have a good one. But yeah, look, Trent and Denzel Dumfries for me will be the two right backs, of course. Perfect. We have perfect depth. Like the defense has crazy depth now. The centre backs, you have Konate, you have Dean, you have Rudiger, you have Raul Asensio. For me, Asensio needs to stay at Madrid. Under no circumstance should it be sold. Look, now we have quality depth in the midfield, in the centre back. And honestly, if it was up to me, I'd bring another centre back like Bastoni, Slotterbeck. One of those two, I'll definitely bring them. You can never have too many defenders. There are like 70, 80 games in a season. One player can't play all those games. Two players can't play all those games. You need to rotate. Learn from PSG. See PSG in the French league. They rotate. Luis Enrique rotates and rotates and rotates. Like seriously, he rotates the team. Like proper rotates them. So when it comes to Champions League, the business end of the season, they are fresh as can be. This is why they've won back-to-back Champions Leagues, mainly because they're playing in the they are resting a lot of their players in the league for the Champions League, which is what Zidane also used to do back in the day during the three-peat era. Like Ronaldo wouldn't play every game. Ronaldo would play like 25 league games or 26 or 28 league games max. You never see Ronaldo playing 38 league games in the three-peat era. 38 or 36 or nah, never. You play like 20 something games in the league. Then Champions League every match. And Copa del Rey, Ronaldo wouldn't even travel with those type of games. So yeah, look, because you can't play every game. That's just like Mbappe and Vinicius. Next season, Mourinho needs to be rotating them. Bring Endrick in. Bring Brahim Diaz in if he's still there. Bring those guys in if they're still there. Um, in terms of the next signings, look, for me, Olise, right winger, best in his class. The guy gives like 30 assists per season. He scores a lot of goals as well. For me, it's a no-brainer. He's a young player as well. Yeah, look, for me, Olise to Real Madrid is a no-brainer. Bring him in. 100% bring him in. In terms of Bastoni or Slotterbeck, which one would I prefer? Look, either would do. You bring in Bastoni, I'm happy. You bring in Schlotterbeck, I'm happy. Schlotterbeck will probably be cheaper because I think he has a 60 million release clause. Pastoni doesn't have a release clause from what I hear, which means the deal will probably be 70 million, 80 million, around that range. I don't know the two ages of the players, but whoever's younger, bring them in. So, because for me, I can imagine they both on the same level. People say Schlotterbeck is better. I don't know. I don't watch Dortmund, so yeah, okay. If they say he's better, no problem. I saw him for Germany. He looked pretty good. But I've seen Bastoni also for Inter. He also looks pretty good. So yeah, look, either way. People say, oh, Bastoni can't play in the back two. In the two back. He can only play in the back three. We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. So look, but in terms of new signings, I'd sign, first of all, a backup goalkeeper because Lunin is useless. I'd sell Lunin. I'll bring in one more centre back, Bastoni or Schlotterbeck. I'll bring in Stiller and Enzo Fernandez. and I'll bring in Michael Olise. People say that's too many players, too much million spent. It's never too much million spent when you wanna win trophies. Sell those, all those Camavingas, Brahim Diaz,